All right.
What's going on, you beautiful vloggers? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a great day. Are you having a great day? We're all having a great day. Yay! Alright, so we're gonna cut this really quick because we don't have a lot of time. And we get a lot of enemies we gotta fight. Check out !Florrie's Florrie's Magical Misfits. Link's gonna be in the description down below. Check them out. They're gonna have D&D merch, rollies, etc. Exclamation point fourth wall or description for that link. Check out, get some Swanson merch or some Bloodbath merch, and that's about it for me. So
Jeffrey says go buy a sweatshirt.
Yeah, that too. Jeffrey's on C-shirt, guys. Y'all want the little monkey and turtle shell? We'll get that. But Punk, go ahead and take it away.
Daddy, chill.
All right, so we did have a bit of a break last week, I believe. So I do remember us finding out that the second gem was in a place called Yester Hill, which is south of the winery we were at. We found out a little bit of from the last episode. The Ghost War, or the war reenactment with ghosts, is something that Strahd uses as a mirage. So it was pretty cool knowing that he's just, constantly messing with us. We fucking love that. We actually ended up at Yesker Hill and started to make a big old climb up to the top because the elevation is huge. We did stop, I believe it was our rogue was hearing voices in his head, and he got free weapons from the grave sites of people who were slain on this Yesker Hill from long, long ago. We got to the top where the manor is, or where there's this giant circle of stones, and we saw a bunch of berserkers and druids, and we actually, Grimjaw went to try to stop them from their chanting or whatever ritual they were performing, and that's how we sort of ended it. Is we were at the beginning and or middle of a fight between all of those people, and Strahd is also in the fray
While riding Nightmare.
Yes, while riding his nightmare horse, which he shouldn't even be there. That's all I'm saying. Like, he's got more important stuff to do. Tell him to shoot.
Bye-bye.
Well, if Dirge didn't die, he can, try to freaking date him again. I'll say you get a real bad
horse.
I'll say you got a real bad echo over on your end, Punk.
I got a real bad what?
Echo.
Well, that's your fault.
Microphone's picking up your speakers.
All right, I'll plug the dang headphones in. They're a pain in the butt.
I feel like Rhodey was the only one that caught my absolute moment of genius right there.
Yep. Oh.
Chuck's over there just blissfully unaware.
Mm-hmm. Just got sucked into my drawing.
That was a good one. I felt like that one deserved at least one attaboy.
Well, you got a response from me, so what more do you want? I mean, you made me laugh, so that counts.
It kind of like freaking it really didn't connect anywhere. Like I was freaking
Swan's brain's buffering. It's fine.
Yeah.
30,000 different things going on at once, and yeah.
Then he realizes the chicken is burning.
Uh-oh. Okay. Just to ask a couple questions about your notes before we get back to battle. Do you have any notes on things that you saw around you, either while you ascended or on top of the hill?
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of black terraces, black stones, which I believe we found out are basically graves and or I guess small monuments from the people who've died on this hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, that's really all I have for that.
Okay, I will reiterate one thing that I did make sure I told you, just so you put it back into part of understanding this area. As you got to the top of the hill and some lightning was striking some of the stones around you, further off in the distance, you can see what appears to be a very large, probably 50 or 60 foot tall statue that's been erected out of mud, twigs, sticks, appearing to be a fanged, caped individual.
Oh, yeah, that's a big miss.
Yeah, I don't even remember that part.
Writing that shit down as we speak.
Very few times will I do that, but that one probably holds a little significance for y'all.
A little bit.
I had to use maybe a little bit better descriptors this time. I maybe didn't describe it quite as well the last time, but we'll make it blatantly obvious for this go round. So if I remember right, in the combat order, we had basically went all the way through round one, rolling back to the top of the order in initiative. Is that correct?
Yes.
Very close to correct. We're past Strahd and we're on to Chuck.
That is right. So that's why he's the next one in line. But almost.
No. I was just trying to.
I really like the effort, man. Like, I love it.
I had to try. All right, I am not excited. He shouldn't even be here. She doesn't go here.
Hey, there was that episode of freaking Robert's freaking stream or thing where they're like, by the way, the dragon already did its dragon breath, and the dragon actually already did its dragon breath. He just forgot to freaking take it off of that guy's character for the initiative. So they're like,
Jesus.
the dragon already did the dragon things. Can we not do that again?
That's fantastic. Okay, so the nightmare that Strahd is upon can clippity-clop 60 or fly 90. And he is going to do a bit of the clippity-clop. Oh, just a quick note. If you want to use your ruler and figure out your movement, whatever you measure on here, so each square as we measure is 15 feet, right? If you measure it 8 feet and take it times 3 1/3, so 3.33, it will get you the approximate measurement of how far that is. So whatever the ruler reads, so let's say I measure out 8 feet, 9 feet, multiply that by 3.33, that will give you approximately how far you're moving based on each square's 50 feet.
Okay.
Just as if you're wanting to get that exacting.
I'm wanting
Oh.
to survive, sir.
Well,
I'll
I mean, I
just-
understand that part.
I'll just stick to guessing.
I like guesstimation at this point.
Guesstimation is good. So he is going to actually move up and forward just a little bit, just observing what's going to happen at the end of at the mouth of the rocks here. Calling out to the berserkers. Don't let them in!
Alright.
And he is going to do the... What is that? Oh crap, I didn't want it to load that way. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Anything. We're just gonna let him hang there and watch as he's just observing as of right now.
Ah, yes,
So-
the combat cup chair.
God.
He's C cubed. Oh, okay. Moving on. Chuck, you're up. Good lord.
Let me see then. So, why do I have a spell slot used?
Because you used a spell slot.
Well, I'm trying to remember what I used it on.
Did she teleport over?
Teleport.
No, that's not a spell.
Oh,
No, that's his racial ability.
Oh well. So Chuck is just going to go after this berserker then. Does he have a sword drawn? No, he didn't draw a sword yet, so he's just gonna stab him with a javelin.
Okay.
13.
And the beats it works.
Right, so that's going to do a 8, and then he's also going to add that with a divine smite.
ouch.
Oh, yeah.
Yo. Relax there, bud.
So he just gives him a
Holy.
quick old little jab going, "Ooh, stab!" Before then doing a second attack, this time with a quick left hook.
Dang.
Oh, that's
Right.
a nat 20.
Ouch.
Critical damage.
Yeah.
Doing a quick 8 damage.
So 16 and 14, 30 damage. And then which does the Berserker D?
Yeah,
Yes.
he hit that one right in the mommy and daddy button.
Yeah, you definitely tickled that boy's pickle. Okay.
Let me see one more thing, because I believe...
No, you're done. That's
no.
it. All done.
No, because
No more.
my mount is separate. I telepathically control my steed. What is the speed of my steed?
Wasn't it
60.
60?
60, and 60 divided by 3.15 equals 18. So then he just tells his puppy to come here. Puppy, come here. Puppy's gonna get over there. That ends his turn.
Stop, baby.
All right. So, Druid A is up. Where are you on the map? Oh, you're way down here, Sunshine. Okay. I have to remind myself what they have. 30. Okay.
I know last round they all, stayed there freaking chanting their freaking bibbidi bobbidi boo. Shit.
Yeah, they are.
Chanting, shitting their pants.
So Druid.
All night with the boys.
Yeah, I mean, just having a little, chant session is fine. Everything's great.
Who doesn't do that?
Yeah, afterwards we're gonna get kombucha.
So he's going to make it about this far. And he's going to do absolutely nothing because everything is out of range. So moving on to Berserker A. Berserker A, where are you, my friend?
Right next door to Druid A.
Oh, well, hello, friendo. He's gonna
Hi.
do the same thing. He's gonna make just his movement, and I'm pretty sure that's all he's got available right now is they just have to try to run forward.
So I really don't wanna freaking make them move faster. I like them freaking moving as slow as possible. But you do realize as an action everybody has dash, right?
Just
Would
relax. I have a plan.
Double their movement speed.
Uh-huh.
Remember, don't give the DM ideas.
I got a plan.
That's why I said, I hate saying it, but
Okay, so Druid B's up. So he's actually gonna retreat backwards in a line here with the other Druid. That brings up Freno.
Uh-huh.
Your time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Berserker B here with my scimitars. Oh yeah, I can touch him even without popping anything. So I'm going to grab my little dude and I'm going to charge the mound at Berserker B with full scimitars. So
Okay.
here comes number 1. And we'll try number 2.
Yep.
Hey,
That
I'll
hits.
take that.
Yep.
Gee,
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Dirty 20 will work.
Hey. And there we go.
And that was a Senior B. So
Yep.
we do the Z9. Okay.
And then I'm also gonna take my bonus action and I'm going to actually it's just an action that I have. I'm going to literally back off to where I don't cause attack of opportunity. I'm gonna go right back to where I came to.
Bonus action, duck, dodge, disengage, something like that.
Yep.
That's what my brother used to call it.
Oh, that'll end my turn. And
Okay.
defensive, by the way. Still being protective.
That brings up Druid C. While the other Druids continue their rounds of chanting, he's gonna begin to retreat back towards his Druid brothers. That ends his turn, which brings Ray up.
Ugh. Ray's just gonna freaking go fuck shit. Let's see.
Trying to find where Ray is.
Token. No, it doesn't matter if trying to find it. I was trying to measure the and distance was.
Chicken.
I am going to throw a dagger at Berserker B
Okay.
and not doing
Negative Ghost
shit.
Strider. The dagger just goes whistling by Berserker Bees.
I'm gonna take a shot at him with Actually, I'm gonna throw another dagger at him.
Hey,
23. So good.
Yep, that'll hit.
And we're gonna do 12 points of damage, max damage.
nice.
Very nice.
And bonus action. I am going to I'm gonna focus patient defense. Disengage and dodge is the bonus action.
That costs you a focus point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They now have disadvantage attacking me.
I think Berserker B's at disadvantage anyway, but yeah, good talk. So Berserker B, seeing this puppy come in, do we have the puppy in the initiative?
No, it goes right after Chuck.
Okay, yeah, so it's not in here. Do you know what his HP is?
Let me pull it up. Really annoying dealing with this. His HP. Do you want his AC or his HP?
Both, yes.
AC is 11. HP is 15.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
B's.
His HP is 25. Sorry, misread that.
Well, that's a jump from 11. I don't know how you did that.
No, his AC is 11. His HP is 25.
Oh, good lord, I was gonna say. Holy crapola. Okay.
Nobody hit the wolf.
So he is going to focus his attack on El Puppy Doggo. So he's gonna take his great axe and take a swing at this puppy dog. 13, which yeah.
Do you leave him alone?
Are you whispering this to yourself?
You're rolling the private, by the way.
Oh, really? What?
Yep.
When did that? Hold on. We must have been. Okay. So it was a 13 to hit and a 5 damage. You want me to re-roll him since nobody can see him? I'm fine with doing that.
Nah, you're good.
Okay.
I'll just take the damage.
We believe you.
Okay, so that puts it at 20 for El Doggo for HP.
How are your rolls? Right?
Right, yeah. I mean, I rolled amazing. Oh, I missed this. Rats, I wish I'd have known this. For a berserker, while bloodied, which I believe the definition of bloodied is, what, less than half?
Half.
Yep.
Yeah. So, while bloodied, the berserker has advantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yep. Berserker shit.
Oops.
Yeah, I missed that. We're not going to deal with it. We're moving on. All right, teams, time to do the community one. Jocelyn is up, and I will roll however you see fit.
I say cantrip. Save the spell slots. Don't use them all in once.
Agreed.
Guiding bolt his ass.
Guiding bolt is a spell slot.
Is it? The
Yes.
guiding bolt with the
Yeah, first level cleric.
yeah. I thought it was a cantrip.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with a cantrip. Something with radiant
Like-
damage.
Heavenly Flare or something?
Yeah.
She has Holy Word as her cantrip.
That's it? She should have more than one cantrip.
Oh, fire away does she have to be?
Holy word is 60 feet. Otherwise, she has
That's
a
it.
mace attack, guiding bolt first, unarmed strength.
Go to Skinny. Skinny, go to her spells, not her action.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, holy word, sacred flame, spare the dying, toll the dead.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Toll of the Dead, does that have the 120-foot reach? Or is
60.
that still 60? She can at least hit Berserker B.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's Toll of the Dead, it would actually do a D12 damage instead of a... But he is bloodied, so he has advantage. What do you say, guys? Should she throw a regular, what is it? What's the fire one?
Sacred flame.
Firebolt? Yeah, Sacred Flame.
Oh, or nothing.
What do you
And
think?
we can save it.
Save what? It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. We're not.
Yeah, sacred. Yeah, the 4 cantrips: holy word, sacred flame, spare the dying, toll the dead.
Ooh, catch it on fire.
Yeah.
All right, everybody want to go
Burn the
fire?
Burn the
Alright.
bits down.
Sacred Flame.
On Berserker B, yeah.
Yeah.
4.
It's a little
4
close.
damage.
What's that?
4 damage.
4 damage.
Nice. Okay.
It's a little toasty. Reformed
So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that. Anything else you guys want to try to do with Miss Jucklin's character?
She's sitting in a pretty good spot. Everybody okay with keeping her where she is?
Mhm.
Okay.
Perfect.
Moving on to our spastic little friend Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
A fry.
He is going to initiate. Do I have that ready for dash? I think I do, don't I?
Dash
Good.
is just your movement speed
Yeah.
doubled.
And it's a full action.
Yeah, but full action to dash at. Wait, that's 120. I forgot. I got the cool little stick that shoots fire. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the one of fireball. That would be a really good time to use it.
I think that would be a fantastic time to use it. So he's actually gonna take aim. Frodo, you're short, right?
Fair enough.
Don't forget he can still move.
He's an elf.
Move and shoot.
He's an elf.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
freaking 6 foot tall.
No, not this. Not this one. He's 5'5". I can
Alright.
dodge if you yell at me.
It's okay. He's just gonna sidestep you a few feet over here. But these walls are anywhere from 5 to 10 foot tall, so he's got to find a spot. And I'm assuming these larger rocks are taller, these smaller rocks are a little bit less. So he's gonna get to there. Can I draw a line from A to B to make that work? Sure can. He's gonna focus in on Druid E with his brand new toy.
Please don't hit me.
And well, that wasn't firebolt. That was actually in my inventory. Wand of fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he has to. What is it? Save a DC 15 from it. Am I reading that right?
Oof.
Isn't con save?
No, Dex save.
Oh yeah, dumb.
Trying to dodge it.
Okay, so we need our boy Druid E. Where are you in our lineup here? There we go, Druid E. Dex saving throw.
Oh,
Got him. And what is that? What does that roll again? This is the first time I've used it, so I'm getting used to it.
Should be like, if it's fireball, it should be 46.
no. Fireball is 8d6, but
Oh yeah, that's
wand
correct.
of fireballs. Wand of fireball is probably different than straight fireball. Because fireball is 8d6.
Yep.
And it's also an AoE.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
If you have it on his character sheet and it's
Oh, here we
Equip-
go. Okay, I got it.
if you have it equipped
On-
and everything, it should be.
I found it under spells.
Oh,
Oh,
I found it under spells. So he can actually. So yeah, he's gonna cast that as a 3rd level fireball, which is an 8d6.
oof.
Yep. That is standard fireball is 8d6. That's
Yep.
what what I was using to basically burn the piss out of a bunch of people.
Yep. So we will do that. That was fun. He's on fire! Look, he's dancing.
Jesus.
And so Druid E. We need to go. Oh. Oh God. Okay.
Yep.
So Druid E was already kind of in a bad spot.
Yep.
He begins to run around in circles screaming, "I'm on fire, Ricky Bobby," and turns to ash and dust and just turns into nothing.
You know what? Kim?
Someone's pants on fire.
Druid E gone.
But not forgotten.
He'll get a card someday.
oh, he's on a t-shirt now.
Get well soon, Belinda's body of ash.
Let's see, I need to get that and delete that off of there. Okay, got it. That is updated. I think everything else might be too far for Jeffrey, but I think I also, between my movement and that,
Using
wait,
your
wait,
wand as an action.
yeah, I just got to make sure I get that off of my charges. So there, that took one of the charges out. Yeah, because for one charge you cast the level 3 version of it. You can up spell if you want to.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. So that will end Jeffrey's turn, which brings up Berserker C, which is going to push in towards Grimjaw. So I need approximately.
Yeah, you'd have to dash.
I can get, because 16 times 3 is 48, so I can get close. So he can make it. Oh no, wait, he's only got 30, so he's got to go. Yeah, no, I can do that if I dash.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna
You can
get.
dash to me.
I'm dashing right to you there, sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
So does that give Chuck's wolf an attack of opportunity?
I don't think
I don't
my
know.
wolf has an independent attack.
Oh, I was trying to help you out, Chuck.
Yeah, no.
I like the thinking.
Rule of cool.
Right? Yeah, so that is gonna chew up Berserker C's turn because that he gets an action.
As it should.
Next up, Druid D.
Druid D nuts.
Nice.
Making love with Chuck.
Druid D will just be finishing his chant and then just slide over back towards Druid A just a little bit, beginning to gather towards the exit.
I was about to say, if they lost one of their druids, whatever they were chanting, I mean, they're down, man.
They are.
Well, I guess we just learned that killing them doesn't stop whatever ritual they're doing.
Rude.
How rude. Oh, so close. What about this one? Nah, too far. Okay. Strahd is going to continue sitting on Nightmare in his Nightmare's turn. He just tells the mare to just hold steady. He's going to continue his combat cuck position.
C-cubed position.
Berserker D will turn to Chuck and take his great axe and take a swing at our sweet, lovely bread and beard boy.
Wow.
Nat one.
The
Nat one.
axe is
He accidentally sticks it into the dirt and can't get it out. It's stuck in the mud.
accidentally, you say.
Oh,
He tried to
You guys
ask you a question.
you boys are full of it tonight.
I asked you to stop.
I can't handle this anymore.
Oh, good lord.
These puns are giving me a splitting headache.
Would you carry on?
Would you please stop? Well, that was well played, boys. Druid F is up. Berserker D still trying to get his axe unstuck from the mud. He is just going to begin retreating back on the outside of the circle while still making his chant. Brings up Grimjaw. You are up.
Alrighty. Time to swing for the fences. Nothing crazy, but he's going to swing at the Berserker C. Oh, darn, that's only a 10.
Sorry, bud.
That's okay, because if your attack roll, my Graze feature, which is part of the Weapons Mastery, it still takes 4 damage, the ability modifier used to make the roll.
Okay.
So it still takes 4 damage. And then let's swing at him again, because I get my 2 actions. I bet you that'll hit.
Oh, that does.
See?
All right. And then we'll do this. Hold on, because this is where it gets confusing. I can't roll ones on, what is
Damage?
it? Yeah, because I have the blah, 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 features and traits. Fighting style, great weapon fighting. Let's see. Great weapon fighting. Come on.
Your weapon can go through.
When you roll damage for the attack you make with your melee weapon holding with 2 hands, you can treat any 1 or 2 on a damage die as a 3.
So it jumps it to
So
11.
that is, yeah, 11. So that's 11 damage as well.
Okay.
And I think, so a total of 15 damage, and that will be my turn.
All right. That brings up Berserker E, and he's just going to keep trying to get to the fray here, so he can make it about to there. And he's going to dash now, which is going to bring him to here. That ends his turn, which brings up Berserker F, who is, for whatever reason, his pants are wet. He peed himself a little bit when he saw some of that. So he's gonna make a complete dash. Should put him roughly there. And that is the end of his turn, and we go back to the top of the order.
No.
So we got roughly 13 minutes left. So that puts Strahd actually beginning to watch some of this happen. He begins to get this cocky little smirk on his face as he just watches this unfold, his mare standing steadily underneath of him. Chuck, that brings you up.
All right. Well, Chuck still has not dropped his javelin. 15. All right, so he's just going to continue stabbing. No, wait, no. In a sudden moment of brilliance, thanks to the gleaming crystal circling around his head, he remembers he has divine favor and quickly casts that. Before then stabbing this berserker in the face with a javelin.
Okay.
Doing a quick 8 stabbing again, in addition to 3 radiant.
Okay, so 11 total.
And in typical, no, actually he remembers this time. He goes to stab with the javelin again. And misses. Just
It was an afterthought.
yes, he was gonna punch, but then he remembered, oh yeah, wait, it'd be better if I stab him. Oh no, I gave him an ear piercing. What am I gonna do?
He takes and tries to put a piece of bread in the ear piercing.
Oh,
Funny.
fashions a yeasty earring.
Oh. What?
Ugh.
Alright. Can I roll for poison damage on the yeasty earring?
Well, it's got to take a bit to get yeasty yet. That
Alright,
just got
fine.
there. We'll give it a turn. We'll give
Wait,
it a turn.
what? Was it sourdough?
Jesus.
God. Why?
Oh, dang it.
Oh,
Icky
Jesus
poo.
Christ.
You
Look,
got
I gotta
anything
get
else
right
there,
something.
Chuck?
That ends my turn.
What about your dog?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right. The dog.
Yes, good call.
The dog realizes that it shares a brain cell with Chuck, and remembers it actually does have an attack.
Weird.
So it turns around to the Berserker B before rolling. What is the roll I need to do here? Otherworldly slam, attack roll, bonus equals my spell attack modifier. That would be a +3, I believe. Where's my spell attack modifier? That's a +2. Never mind. So I got to roll for a d20. Nope. The wolf rolls for 21.
Yep.
Doing, what is the damage on that? Level of radiant 1d8 +2. Oh gosh, doing 10 radiant damage.
Yeah.
10.
Yes.
Okay.
Or no, would it be no? Because it's face, so it'd be psychic, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's just 10 damage.
Okay.
That is my turn. For real this time.
Which one
For
did you
reals?
get this time?
What?
B. He hit Berserker B.
Yeah, the rest of our group's got to get in the fray.
Yeah, the wolf just does a quick snip at it. Quick nip, it does max damage.
Druid A is up. And he is going to dash in behind Strahd. And while he's dashing, his chants become more emphatic, and as they do, the lightning begins to intensify, striking the stones in the ring with more ferocity and more frequency.
I don't think that's good, guys.
And that ends his turn, which brings up Berserker A, who is going to dash again his 60 feet, approximately, because that's how we do things around here. And that ends his turn, which brings up Druid B, who is going to, at the same time, be dashing again, hiding in kind of behind Strahd while chanting. And while chanting, now you begin to see the skies begin to churn and swirl in behind the lightning flashes that have become more frequent. You can begin to hear a slight rumble that never really goes away, whereas before the thunder was intermittent. Now it seems as almost horses are stampeding above head. Brings us to a Freno.
Uh-huh. Going right back into smack Mr. Happy Gilmore. I can grab my dude really quickly. Here we go. Berserker B, here we go again. That one hits.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, wow.
Then,
And then that and then
okay, DTD, if you would like to.
oh, ETD, huh?
Describe to death.
DTD. Oh,
Oh, well, his friend makes a charge in for the second time with a big smile on his face. He senses the winds change. It takes the first scimitar and just goes right across the chest. When he comes back with the left, catches underneath his chin and just slices the throat. And there's the Kool-Aid. He just smirks. Wow. This ain't gonna be fun.
And with that, Berserker B lays down and disappears back into dust in front of your eyes.
where they belong.
And that's my turn.
All right.
And defensive now.
That brings up Druid C. Seeing some of the berserkers go down, realizing he's kind of on his own, he's going to take the dash action as well and actually move in towards Strahd and Berserker F. Which brings up Ray.
Guys, we gotta do something. I'm gonna focus on these berserkers. If y'all can get on these druids, they're doing something and it's going crazy.
I'm
And-
busy.
We can't reach them.
Oh, I can reach him, but I'm going to need some fire.
I can't help you.
With that, Ray's going to get rid up on Berserker C. And
If you can go to the left of his token, I believe we'd have flanking. Yes. Yes. Now you have attacks with advantage.
I'm also going to cast Shillelagh as my bonus section.
As a quick note, next time, just for a cool roleplay moment, do that on table instead of above table.
What?
Just for him to tell you, like, get to his side, flank him, versus doing the the above tables.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Just as a note.
Okay.
So bonus section, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh, and then as my action, I'm going to use the Golthiah staff.
Ooh.
And 23.
Oh yeah.
Nine.
And that is on Berserker C.
Yep.
That's a big old niner.
And then I'm going to bonk him again. 14.
Yep. Okay. And that was this guy here. Oh,
And that's action and bonus section.
okay. So, Ray, your turn just finished.
Yep.
Now it's attack by committee. I actually kind of like this. See what you guys can come up with for Jocelyn.
Get in as close as you can. Get so she has line of sight, and then just start spell slinging cantrips.
I'm all right with that.
We're gonna need a lot of her healing spell slots for later in this fight as they get closer and closer, and depending on if Strahd does some fuckery.
Oh, he's gonna do some fuckery.
Just
He
make
needs to
sure,
leave.
just make sure she's behind everybody so she doesn't really get fucked up too bad. Or,
Yeah, and
well,
don't
I
forget
should
that
say,
wolf clunker is bigger than it seems.
Yeah, she can get like just slightly ahead and to the, as we're looking at the screen, left as you guys would be facing the fight from your POV to the right of Freno. So she could get like inside of the rocks by a little ways is about what she's got.
That's fine. She'll still have line of sight to Berserker C.
Does someone want to ping a spot on the map where they'd like me to move her? Please.
All right, give me a sec. Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Like
look at that beautiful ping. All right. So Jocelyn advances to there. And Dan? She's got 60 foot on both Sacred Flame, Toll of the Dead. She does get 120 on Guiding Bolt as a first level. She does get 120 on that again. Up.
save the slots cantrip.
Yep.
Save the slots cantrip.
Okay, so she's got 60 feet, which Berserker C is in that. So, what was that again? DC 15, I said? Okay.
That was for Wand of Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
Hold
you're
on.
going Sacred Flame, Sacred Flame should be an attack if it's not a saving throw.
Dex 15 save.
Okay.
So, Senior Berserker C, where are you? You are here.
Roll a 1.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh, that's right. I have to click that. Oh boy.
He ain't saving shit.
He stubbed his toe when he saw her. He's like, oh, ah. Okay.
With
Holy
the net-
moly.
With the net one, does he take more damage?
Yeah, we're gonna give him a additional 50%. So whatever she rolls, he's taking additional 50%. And the Sacred Flame comes out to 9, so we add another 4 to that.
Yeah.
So the big old 1 tree for our poor little berserk boy. He's just getting the shit kicked out of him.
Well, don't charge the mound. Hello.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do with Miss Jocelyn?
I
No,
think
we
everybody's
gotta keep
pretty
her-
good on. Everybody's good on health, so I don't think anybody
Yeah.
needs help.
Jeffrey, feeling left out of everything, wants to get in and go mess up these berserkers that are A and E. And at this distance right now, that is 25 times 3.3. Yeah, that's roughly inside of his movement. So he is going to try to bound over the rocks, take a running leap at him where he can see that 5-footer and go to jump. So first things first is we better have him see if he's got any athletics in him.
He better.
Yeah,
He
I was gonna
does.
say that.
So as he gets on top of the rocks, I have to look this up very quickly. Give me 1 second. I think I've actually got this over on the other screen. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Way to give me guidance on how to play that. Okay. Okay, I need you guys to give me a block of 10 numbers between 1 and 100. And I don't care, but they all have to be congruent. So I don't care if it's 1 to 10 or however you want to break it up.
12, 17, 44, 55, 67.
They have to be congruent. So just give me a block. Just I need a 10% chunk of that 1 to 100.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay. So we'd have to run 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. No. A 10% chance. No, I need a 10% chance out of 100. So
So it needs like 10 to 20.
You just need to roll a D100 then, don't you? And if it's
Correct.
10%,
He's giving us the option to choose.
yeah, I want you guys to pick the
the
numbers
DC.
that I have to roll.
Well, I mean, technically it shouldn't matter if it's a D100.
yeah.
Right?
You're
You could
right.
just roll a single. In fact, actually, you could just roll a 1D10.
30 to 40. 30 to 40.
Okay.
Skinny.
30 to
'Cause
40.
I know what you're doing. You're real bear E.
Yep. So I need to roll a D100. Roll to everyone from Jeffrey's character sheet. Oh, holy shit.
That must be a good thing.
Yes. As Jeffrey vaults over with this athletic grace from this wildly weird looking monkey wearing a turtle shell, and he's so graceful coming up over the rocks, a lightning bolt slams a foot next to him as he clears it, exploding part of the rock as he continues in and lands on the other side and continues to move up in front of Grimjaw. Jeffrey turns around and looks. His eyes get a little wide for the first time that you've ever seen in this entire time traveling with him. He's like, holy shit! Did you guys see that?
I thought you pooped.
I did! It's a good thing I'm wearing a turtle shell.
You sure about that?
Wait, this thing's solid on the bottom. Uh-oh. Well, that's gonna achieve later. And so that leaves him, I believe, with one action left, right? Because his dash to get as far as he did takes up his first.
No, dash takes up your whole action. You're taking the dash action.
Yes.
Also, the next time you use that wand of fireball to cast fireball at 3rd level, let me know.
So you can get the hell out of the way.
No, so I can show you what you were actually supposed to do. I didn't want to be a doucher and interrupt you because it was fun, but I'll show you how to do it.
That's all right. We're all learning. Oh, what the hell does this do? Oh, okay. I would have needed that if this was something else. So that probably is going to end our boy's turn.
He's into the fray, though.
Yeah, because unfortunately, players don't really have bonus sections until later.
Mm-hmm.
We do have bonus actions. It's just not combat related. Like, we got our second wind and shit like that.
Yeah. And so had maybe something catastrophic just happened where I rolled somewhere between 30 and 40, I probably would have needed my bonus action. Actually, I would have needed my bonus action. I'm going to tell you this directly.
Jeffrey got turtle waxed.
Oh, it was gonna be bad. Berserker C is up, and he is going to. He is within range to try this on Grimjaw, I do believe. Am I correct on that? Ray, are you engaged with him?
Do what?
Are you engaged with Berserker C right now?
Whoa. They're just having fun.
I mean,
we put labels on things.
we've been on a couple of dates. I mean, like.
It's kind of getting serious.
Yeah, but you've had your first fight. At that point, you gotta commit.
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad everybody's on one tonight. We got one going. This is good.
Bud says I love you like a punch to the face.
Jesus Christ.
With a big ass stick.
Oh boy.
What are bruises but natural glitter?
So where's... Oh my god. I was reading something and it took me a second to let that ping around on the inside of my head before it hit. I was like, oh, dang it. Okay, so Berserker C is going to turn to Ray. Well, he's not turning to him. He already got engaged by him.
I mean, I have him on the flank. Still looking at Grimjaw.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you
you gotta
slid
get-
in and attacked him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
I
got
cut
hit on the
him.
back of the fucking head.
Yeah,
He
I
got
cut
dunked-
him
he
by
got dunked.
suppress.
So after getting bloodied by Ray, he spins around and he takes his great axe, two hands, raising it above his head, swinging at Ray in a fit of absolute berserker bloodied rage. And so he gets advantage on that. Oh! He hit a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
Hit.
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing here, so you just let me know what the damage is.
And so...
Before you
And the
do,
damage...
Oh yeah,
go ahead.
I'll wait.
Skinny. Go
Do
ahead.
you want?
You said damage
He said
is
13 damage.
Right.
Yep.
Reaction down to 17. Redirect damage. 18.
I hate you so much.
You're welcome.
So... you said it's 18?
Yep.
So the deflect... How does this work now with the deflect damage? Twice?
I deflected it, which knocked it to 0. I
Oh, so you're
redirected the
17.
damage. Yeah, the 17 was to knock it to 0. The redirect
been
damage
12.
was 18.
So if you'd rolled a 12 for that, you would have taken 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he
Got
countered
it.
that really well.
Yeah, insanely well. So go ahead and describe the death of our friend Berserker C here, Ray.
So as he takes this, you said great axe.
Mm-hmm.
As he takes his great axe and swings towards Ray, Ray is going to duck, having him swipe over his head, and he's going to strike his legs from under him. And as he does this, the great axe is going to come down and split his head open.
Oh,
So he unalived himself with your leg sweep is basically what happened.
He just
Yep.
got Darwin awarded.
He forced him to Darwin Award. Oh, dang it.
And
I
that
didn't see that
is
going that way at all.
that is also another focus point because I had to redirect.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll delete that boy off the map. That one's no longer in the fray. Oh, seeing all of this go on as Druid D's turn comes up, the chanting has become much more frenetic. They're going at a higher pace. The lightning strikes are becoming almost non-stop around this ring. The wind that was slowly churning and swirling the clouds above you has now turned almost into a torrent, and you can begin to feel the breeze almost turning into beyond a breeze and into a gale force wind starting to push and blow around. And the pace is almost frenetic. Druid D, seeing all of that, wants absolutely no part of whatever he just saw, and is going to just dash backwards back towards the exit. Which brings up Nightmare's turn.
Wait.
He's just going to kind of look up over behind him at Strahd, looking for instruction. Strahd just tells him to hold steady.
Pet his mane.
Yeah, gives it. Well, I mean, his mane's on fire, but yeah, he can do that. Which brings us to Berserker D, who is in a wild face-off with our little bread-loving friend Chuck.
Hmm.
Hold on. Before you go, real quick, Chuck. Has the bread started the yeast in the ear hole yet?
We got to get all the way back to Chuck. I said one turn, so all the way back to Chuck
okay.
before we start.
Yeah.
Before we start having some yeast infection
I
problems.
I thought like that was the round before. I forgot. Where you.
Yep.
A
We're getting there.
A million turns before.
There's a lot of people in this ring for a while.
We have a whole minute in one freaking round.
Mm-hmm. So, Berserker D. Where's he at right now? Oh yeah, he is bloodied as well. So, he will use that to his advantage when rolling attack. At advantage.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. It's another crit.
Aw.
How far away is he from me?
Let me check. So 15 times 3.3. It's about 50 feet on the dot.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Let me know what the damage is.
From Grimjaw, from Grimjaw to Chuck is only 40 foot. Because it's my movement speed.
So, does this automatically do crit damage for me? We're gonna find out.
Nope.
It did not. So I gotta roll one more, right?
Roll one more and subtract 3.
And then,
19 minus 3, 16.
Yep.
and I'm going to use my reaction to activate accelerate, decelerate, and I'm going to decelerate it, which takes off, reduces the damage the target takes by 2d6. So take 6 damage off of that.
So 10.
Yep.
10. Chuck, you get 10.
Oh. It hurts.
And that ends Berserker D's turn. Druid F is going to slide in behind this. It's not an effigy, but it's like a tree, but it's not really a tree. And as you see him kind of slide out of the line of sight in behind this, a glow begins to emit from inside of this tree. Grimjaw, you're up.
Grimjaw's gonna yell out, "We have to take care of these berserkers before they do whatever there is they're gonna do." He'll. It takes, I believe, an action to switch out weapons. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
Alrighty, and then for his action, he will switch his great sword to his great. Actually, no, he won't. Screw that. I have an idea.
I love ideas.
Do.
Ideas are so much fun.
And he's gonna move up just right here in between these two, and then that's his movement. and then he's going to ready an action. For if one of the enemies comes within his space to do his attack action. Am I saying that right? Readying an action, storing an action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if either E or A comes within my realm, I will do my attack action, and it is my stored action for now. And that is all I will do on my turn.
I'll have to do some more research on that. I've never come across that before, but I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That brings up Berserker E. Who is how far? Oh yeah. Just inside the range. Berserker E, in a moment of brilliance, is going to charge the monkey turtle.
How close is he to me?
He is now center to center, 6 times 3.33, about 21 and a half feet.
He's 21 and a half feet away from me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, take 6
Yeah,
times
so
3.33.
Yeah. And each square you said is 50 feet.
Yeah,
God, that is messing with me.
a little bit. So he's going to do his mightiest, best imitation of what he saw Ray do with an axe, only try to do it to the other person, not himself. Where's he at? Okay, we're good there. So we go attack. This little leader thought he was Babe Ruth and just forgot everything he learned.
He pointed to the outfield and freaking got hit by the ball.
Yep. That takes care of Berserker E's turn, which brings up Berserker F, who is going to also make a dash action back across to try to protect Drew. Oh, give me the other clicker. Come on. He's going to dash over here now to try to create a buffer for Druid C. Oh, come on. Okay, perfect. There it went. Which brings back Strahd. You see Strahd almost with a twinkle in his eye look over the group and announce to him, the entire group, first addressing the druids, you know what you must complete. Then looking back to the group, I must say, I'm glad I let you live. This has been the most entertainment I've had in a long time. And then he casts... Oh, where is it on his sheet? Or maybe... Crap, it's not on this one. It must be on the horse. Hold on, I gotta look something up. Please hold. I think I gotta go all the way down here for that.
Did he cast Get Out of Dodge?
Yeah.
Or perhaps Fuck Off to a different area? That's also a very good spell. Very high level.
I know one that's even better. You know we're kidding them.
I cannot find what the name of it is. I had it wrote down too, I think.
Expeditious retreat?
Oh, this is gonna bother me so much because there actually is a move for this.
Quick nightmare with the power of friendship. Yeah!
I mean, I'm about to do that just because until I can look it up and actually correct myself in the notes later.
Oh, he's got to go on.
What is the name of it? He can change planes. Shoot.
Planar movement.
Rhodey.
Plan your shift.
That's it.
I think that's it.
That's a dick maneuver.
Plan your shit.
I guess playing your shit.
Plan your shift, Swanson. Not plan your shit.
And so, with that, he just goes, until next time, and just gone. Just disappears.
What a D-bag.
And so, the other thing I have to do real quick.
He just pulled some freaking.
Perfect. So it already did it for me.
He just pulled some freaking Dragon Tail bullshit, and I wish upon a star.
I thought since he was in the combat cup chair that he was just going to be like, and I've finished.
Oh, I missed an opportunity for a line. Shoot. Oh, I really dropped the ball on that one. All right, Chuck, that brings you up.
Alrighty then. Let's see. Chuck is going to be communicating with the wolf a plan of sorts. The wolf is going to walk over here. Chuck is then going to he looks at his javelin and he goes, "Ugh, don't stab me enough." Drops it. Draws out his sword to replace it. And then goes after Berserker D again. 18.
Yep.
So that is a 1d8 plus the 1d4. So that's a total of
Niner.
Yep. And having given a good old slash to him, he then attacks again with the sword. And immediately it strikes just the very edge of the Berserker's helmet, and the sword just flies out of his hand.
So you're now unarmed?
Yes.
Okay. So 9 points of damage to D. Got it. And you are now unarmed.
No,
Until
he's
next
still
turn.
got arms. He
Actually-
didn't throw his arms off.
That is correct.
Weaponless.
Unarmed.
But ding.
You may think I'm unarmed, but it just means it'll take longer to kill you. And you'll
All
feel
right.
every hit. Next turn.
Next turn, Druid A is up. You see Druid A begin to gain a focus. He closes his eyes. Some blue and green lights begin to spin around his fingers as his chants become much more focused and much more hurried. The skies above have basically almost taken this very dark and foggy land into a 4th of July fireworks show with lightning streaking both down to the ground and across the sky in 360 degrees. There's almost a glow of white from the lightning. The thunder has become almost deafening as it continues. And that's all he's doing. He is dead focused on what he's working on.
Question, Skinny.
They're not allowed, but okay.
Does the red sandstorm start playing?
I knew you had something up your sleeve. You fucker. Aw, you better be proud of that one.
I am.
Alright, so Berserker A is going to streak in at the puppy, as we shall call him.
Hmm.
Get right up and close and personal. And take an old swingy. What did we say? His AC is 11, yeah?
Yep, so that's hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Whoopee. That's now at 15.
Yep. And that moves us down the line to Druid B. Druid B also begins to emit a glow with his hands and his chant. The blue and green has started to grow brighter. It went from almost a dim, barely visible swirling around their hands, and as they move and chant, it's beginning to grow brighter and brighter. Freno.
Yep, I'm going to do a sleight of hand trick on myself. I'm gonna sheath my scimitars and draw my bow really fast. I'm gonna see if I can do it though first. We'll see.
Oh, you rotten little pup. You rotten little pup. Sneaky big sneakerton.
Yeah, well, I'm changing my tempo attack. I'm going for distance now. So Druid A, since he wants to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, he's in my range of my bow. 320 feet is my max. I think I got him. Pretty sure about that.
I think you're right. What do we got there? 48 times. Oh, yeah, 47 times 3.3. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. And I'm also going to, with that sleight of hand trick, after that had happened, I'm actually gonna steady my aim too, so I can't really move. I'm gonna put a shot right in this dude's chest and make it hurt. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Nope.
I think your finger slipped.
Yeah, I think so too. Whew. I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm glad that's not Ocho. So yeah, I'm gonna route the next arrow and wait next rotation.
Okay, that brings up Druid C, which now above Druid C's head as he begins not running but slowly walking towards this mud and stick statue. Above his head begins to swirl orange and red. It's very faint, but you've now got this different sets of magic appearing to come together in a ritual. Ray, you're up.
All right, so looking around, see Jeffrey is getting attacked. Ray's pretty sure Jeffrey can handle himself. Chuck's been there for a little while with Berserker D, but the puppy has been hit a lot as of late. Ray's gonna go behind Berserker A, and he is going to cast Shillelagh again as his bonus action.
You should only have
And
to cast it once, but should be like an 8-hour
1
duration.
minute. 1 minute.
Oh, 10 rounds.
Not
Oh,
It
with
is 10 rounds.
10 turns. Each turn
Yep.
is 6 seconds.
It's you have 10 rounds before it goes
Okay.
out.
Yeah, so you don't have to
so-
cast it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
So, with the staff from behind at advantage.
Oh, so close.
Yes.
Wait, you got one more roll.
Or, well, it's at advantage, so
You should be able to roll one more time to hit. See if you can get
Nope.
the. Oh, easy. Yeah, take the first one.
6 and 19. And for the damage, 11. And we're going to swing again at advantage. 23. And gonna take another 13, so 24 points of damage. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to put my staff on. Actually, I'm just gonna do a one hand strike. Unarmed strike. At advantage. 25. 8 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that's gonna do it for me.
All right, committee. Figure out what Miss Jocelyn's gonna do.
As close as she can get to that druid, that's within her line of sight, and then she should have something with 120 feet. Whether that be a guiding bolt or a cantrip. I think a guiding bolt would be appropriate this time because we're trying to disrupt their chanting. What do you guys think?
Which, so I had a real quick question. With us attacking them, wouldn't, so if we attack one of the druids, don't they have to make a concentration check or
Con
something?
save. Concentration save.
Yeah.
In theory,
That's if we hit them, though.
Yeah. I just
So-
wasn't sure if they had to make a con save or whatever if they got hit.
I bet you Skinny's probably knows that on the sheet. But as far as our characters know, we do not. But it'd still be something.
Well
like our
explained,
characters
Punk.
would see that shit.
Well explained, Punk. That's exactly what it is.
But what is Jocelyn's movement again?
I believe she is at 30, but let me
30.
check. Yep, 30.
So that would bring her to about here.
roughly.
A little bit over. And if you use the ruler tool, her to druid. Hold on. Boop, ruler. No, I want the ruler. Use the ruler.
27 feet. So
All right.
27 times 3.33.
Is basically it's 90. So does she have for her first level or second level spells something that has a range of 90 or 120 feet?
Guiding
Go for something-
bolt is
Guiding bolt.
120 at both first and second level.
All right. She's got third level spells too.
And there is a guiding bolt there.
Yep, you can upcast Guiding Bolts. What does she have for 3rd level spells?
3rd levels: Aid, Bloodletter, Command, Crusader's Mantle, Cure Wounds, Enhance Ability, Glyph of Warding, Guiding Bolt, Healing Word, Magic Weapon, Prayer of Healing, Spirit Guardians, Spiritual Weapon.
All right, so why don't we throw a Guiding Bolt at 3rd level at that Druid F? See if we can't make this thing fucking bleed. Is that
Decision-
yes? No? What do you guys
Decision by
think?
committee. Everybody gets their input on this.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Do it to it.
Well, okie dokie.
Their DM rolls them diceth.
Yep. So
That
first
keeps
things
pop
first. Oh shit, she's got a +7 on that. Ha! Cool.
Ooh. Reach out and test
Neat.
somebody.
Oh, she rolled a 3.
Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, so there was my plan there.
Well, that's a bummer, but that does only burn up one of the 3rd level spell slots. So I mean,
I shouldn't have gone so balls to the walls. That's on me.
nah, you gotta go for it. That's what I would have. If it was me doing it, that's what I would have done. Fucking send it.
When in doubt, throttle out.
I can throttle out, bud. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else.
Hold on. Does she have an inspiration?
She does have heroic inspiration.
Use it. Use it.
Yeah, on a 3rd level, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
roll it again. Roll that beautiful beam
Oh.
footage.
Heroic inspiration.
boy.
And we're going back to guiding bolt. And here we go. Hey!
Yeah.
Hey,
That'll
whoever
work.
thought of the inspo, good thinking.
Swanson.
All right.
Hold on.
Swanson.
Doesn't she have 2? Because she got 1 from Chuck when he played his bagpipes. And then she got another one when Chuck knocked down the it was Drago when he was around. He hit the tree and knocked the ravens loose, and we got a heroic inspiration from that as well. And she hasn't
You can't
used any
stack.
of her.
Yeah, you can't stack heroic inspiration. They're,
Well,
it's like
I mean-
it's a reroll.
Well, I mean, would Skinny allow stacking of a heroic inspiration?
That's
I
a good
mean-
point.
You already won, but we can give her another one.
No. Just save it. Save the second one. This was just,
That's what I'm saying. Like I can give her heroic inspiration back, so it's still there, and we just use it on this one because that one hit.
Okay.
So I will give her that back. Now
So-
time for the
so
main
she-
event.
She used
Rolling the
one, she
damage.
still has another one.
Oh, that's
Yep.
gonna tickle.
This 66 could be fun. 18.
Nice.
And that was at Druid F.
Now, does it have an after effect? Is it the next attack roll on it is made at advantage?
I am unfamiliar with that part of
You just
heroic
gotta go to the
inspiration.
No, the spell.
Oh.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Yeah, so and on the next attack roll, made it against it before the end of your next turn has advantage.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Good.
that end that one?
Yeah.
Doesn't Druid F have to make a concentration save since she hit him?
I mean, kind of, sure. Where are you, my friend? There you are. Concentration saving throw. Doo-da, doo-da. So in
DC is it 10 plus the spell's level?
I think so?
I don't
Question
think
mark?
it's saved.
Yeah, no, he missed the save on this one.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you see is while he's in the middle of his chant, he just kind of gets shook and rocked a little bit, taking the damage and looking at himself and seeing it. But the rest of the druids continue their chants, and the lights still continue to grow. The storm still continues to grow, and he begins to gather himself back up and begin going back into the chant again. And the light begins to emanate around him.
All right. Turtle Boy is up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see, that's Berserker E or Berserker D. What do I got here? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm for sure taking on Berserker E. So, Jeffrey, being a spiteful little creature that he is, sees this completely untouched, unscathed Berserker and just goes, You're not bleeding enough. You need to bleed more. Takes his Vorpal sword and just swings for the fences.
Okay.
And because he had two hands on it as he came down, smacks him for a 17. So that's an E.
He's one shy of Mac. Almost Mac.
Dang.
Going, well, you think you like that one? Tell me what you think about this one. Takes a swing again. Makes contact unshockingly again. For another 11. That's E. So negative 11. And I think that's his two attacks. That is. On to the next one. Druid D is in the background, but he begins to actually mold all of the colors together in his hands. So now you're seeing the blues and the greens and the reds and the yellows, and now it starts to turn almost into this purple hue. And he almost begins to knead it like a ball of clay in his hands while he's chanting. Which brings up Berserker D, who's in a knockdown drag out with our boy Chuck. This boy can't swing a sword or an axe to save his ass.
Ooh, nat one.
I don't know who handed this kid an axe, but they never checked if he knew what he was doing.
Oh boy. Nah, just imagine he's trying to chop up Chuck, but he keeps hitting the bread in his beard.
He's just making half breadsticks instead of full breadsticks. Okay, that puts us at Druid F. We pick up with Druid F, who has begun to glow almost over his whole body now as his chants become almost inaudible. They went from very guttural to almost quiet as this energy begins to surround his whole body. The clouds have now begun to almost dance down to the ground and come back up, almost like small twisters coming down. The lightning continues to just pound the ground around you. Everything shakes. The stones shake with the thunder. Grimjaw, you're up.
All right, he's gonna take his movement. Should get me to roughly about, and he is going to, because that's 120 feet. Well, technically it's 90 from where he is. Yeah, only thing he can do is throw one of his javelins. So we'll go to javelin. And I have advantage on that attack because of guiding bolt. So we'll go to actions. Javelin, so let's try it. That's the first roll. That's the second roll, so I'll go with the 16 to hit.
And you were rolling against?
Druid F.
Okay, that hits.
Alright. So that's 6 damage. And because I can attack twice, does that mean I can throw 2 javelins?
Do you have 2 javelins?
Yeah, standard equipment comes with like a pack of 3.
Okay.
I think, and don't you have to re-roll the damage again for the second throw?
Yep.
Or re-roll the hit. Excuse me, I'm special.
Does a 13 hit?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank God. And that'll be... Okay, question. Can I use my reaction on my own turn?
What is the reaction guideline that you're trying to do?
I'm trying to activate one of my spells that takes a reaction to activate.
Pretty sure you need a prompting action to get a reaction because it's a.
The prompting action is when you see an attack roll hit a creature. When you see an attack roll hit a creature.
So you need to see it happening. So I don't think it can happen on your turn.
I saw it happen after the first one because I did throw 2 javelin.
I love the logic attempt there, but I think that you have to see it from another player. I really do like the stretch on that one, though. That's really awesome. Hey, I'm gonna give you all the credit in the world. That was a really good effort, man. I like it.
You went deep sea fishing for that one.
Hey, you're not cheating if you're not trying if you're not cheating.
Alright, so that was 12 damage total then.
12 to Druid F, yes?
Yes.
Very good. That brings us to Berserker E, who is going to try, which, I mean, it's a tall bill to fill, but he's going to try to smack our little turtle friend.
No.
Well, I mean, that's a good try, but no. Just no. He goes to swing at Jeffrey, and Jeffrey just kind of turns his head and ducks. It bounces off his shell, and he's like, ha! Who gave you that thing anyway? Did you get it out of a Cracker Jack box? Which ends that boy's turn. So, that brings us to Berserker F. seeing some of the energy and some of the happenings in behind him with the druids, he is going to make a 60-foot dash back into here. And that's going to be his turn. Which brings up Chuck.
All right. So, having lost his weapons, Chuck cracks his knuckles and attempts a unarmed strike with a grapple against Berserker D. Well, that is going to miss. He did not get a grip on that one.
Chuck!
He immediately tries again.
Chuck!
What?
Chuck!
Yes?
Remember the throwy thing?
Oh. With how much hesitation that last one is, he still has enough left in him to teleport straight behind Jeffrey. And equip him as a weapon.
When Chuck shows up, Jeffrey just goes, all right, here we go. You see him pull everything in and he just goes inside his shell. He goes, ready?
Yes?
Aim!
Where?
I don't care, pick one!
Chuck chooses the Berserker D. 17.
Fire! Yes! Let's go.
That's awesome.
Jeffrey gets hurtled across the map.
Since Jeffrey's technically a weapon, he also does radiant damage.
Oh no, I'm now glowing. Oh god. So as Jeffrey just goes, "Wah!" You just see this bright streaking turtle shell with a glow of radiance smack Berserker D. Oh, 9 damage on Berserker D. Where is my friend Berserker D? Oh, that hurt him a little bit. Okay.
He just got turtle waxed.
All right, what else you got, Chuck?
That's all my actions.
That is.
I guess he still has. I guess he isn't 5 feet from Berserker E, so he gets within 5 feet of Berserker E. That ends his turn.
All right. Which brings up Druid A, who now has begun kneeling and is facing this effigy of mud and twigs that is almost 50 feet tall, and he's begun to just hum incessantly as every one of the druid's glow grows brighter and brighter, and it's changed from multicolors of all of them to this almost blackish purple glow around all of them. The storm has begun to intensify to the point to where the wind is so strong that it becomes hard to hear what is happening around you. And that brings up Berserker A, who is really upset at the puppy dog because puppy dog bites and he didn't think puppy dogs bit. So he's going to try to hit the puppy dog because the puppy dog hit him.
22. That hits. 7. Oof, that puppy is hurt.
Brings him down to 8.
Yep.
And that ends Berserker A's turn. Druid B, also now down on his knees and humming this rhythmic. And as the rhythm grows, the light begins to pulsate with their humming. Freno, you're up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna thread this arrow between Berserker A, Ray, blow past Berserker F, and hit Druid A. I'm going for a headshot. have an advantage on this because I have not been moving.
You're a sniper. Let's see what happens, sniper.
Oh.
Okay. talk about glad the other one wasn't a little bit lower. Oh man. I was gonna have to have somebody take something from that one.
11 points.
11 points to Druid A.
That was definitely threading a needle.
And we will have him do a con save. You see as the arrow pierces Druid A, he begins to reel slightly, almost dazed, confused, as if he had forgotten where he was. And then begins to lean back down, and as he does, the colors begin to start recirculating around him, quickly gaining momentum back into that dark, blackish purple glow around him.
And that's the end of my turn. I mean, I'm holding position. I'm just trying to snipe things now.
Druid C now stands up, holding palms to the sky as he begins to shout, and you watch as some of the almost tornadic like clouds come down and tickle his hands up and down as his glow begins to get brighter and brighter again. The rest of the druids continue their kneeled humming, and it becomes almost fervent, the pace that the clouds begin to come down and kiss his hands. Ray.
All right, we got Shillelagh going, so at advantage because he didn't turn around like a goof. And 22 to hit Berserker. And he is going to take 8 points of damage. And gonna go again. 26.
Ooh. That was close.
He's fucking there.
And we're gonna do 4 points of damage. And a bonus attack. I'm going to once again one-hand unarmed strike. 15. It's another 9.
And that was all on Berserker A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, committee, Jocelyn's up.
I say, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should we try killing that Druid F? We've been throwing everything at him.
What's the health of the puppy at right now?
It's at 8.
8 of 25.
Yep.
It's kind of a 50-50 here.
What?
Right.
What does it cost
Give me
for
a-
her to do a touch?
She can do bonus action healing word, which isn't a touch, and the puppy's in range. And her action be the best she could do is a cantrip, but a cantrip is still 2d something.
Yeah, all right. That works for me. I mean, I'm just trying to keep the dog alive too, because I mean, Berserker
Right.
is like hurting it. And then getting bit back. And then spanked a lot.
Yeah, and in fact, we can still move her closer. So we'll move the ruler. Boop, 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 boop. To like there. So she'll still be within range of the puppy. Or she'll do her bonus action first, then she'll move. So go ahead and please roll, Mr. DM, for Healing Word.
Which is first level spell.
Yep, and I believe it's bonus action.
Let's see. Let me make sure I got that right. Bonus action. Yep, Healing Word first level is a bonus action.
All right, make sure to get rid of the spell slot and go ahead and cast. Well,
Okay.
you gotta hit the damage. Casting just takes away the spell slot when you're clicking on our spell stuff.
Yeah, so if I go to first level spell, we go, boop, that one gone. And then Healing Word. Oh, I don't have a hit DC on this one for her. It's just a 2d4 plus 4.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's what
so-
you hit.
Just roll 2d4.
Oh!
Hey!
Yeah!
Well,
How about that? Puppy goes plus 12, takes it back to 20.
Yay.
Oh, dude, you
And
should be a
then-
little bit more excited about your puppy not dying.
Well, I wanted to interject, but I was also like, no, Chuck wouldn't interject on this. If I heal it myself, or if I'm within 1 foot of it, I get the same healing that the wolf does.
Oh, interesting. But,
So I was just like,
okay.
The wolf still has its teleport. It can just teleport to me.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. What else you guys got for Jocelyn?
Let's either do, because that's the thing. Do we risk it that we make them do a save, or do we just go for an attack again? Because if we risk it for a save, it'll take 2d12 from the Toll of the Dead. But it has to fail its save.
Yeah, and it could make it too.
Right. Do we just want to go with the Sacred Flame again?
Yeah.
Because that's
Keep
at
it
least
simple.
2d8.
Yeah, keep it simple for right now.
Okay.
We might need
Okay.
that.
So, Sacred Flame, and we are aiming at Druid F, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Hey,
Okay.
before this goes off, I want to call a timeout real quick.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so I understand that. This was my interpretation of how I read it, but I maybe didn't understand that aspect of it, so that's fine. It's valid.
Yeah, that's kind of like when I'm focusing on a spell and it's concentration. If I fail it, I can't regain my concentration. But we're players, so I know it's different on our end. But like, when it comes to losing concentration on something, it isn't just a momentary, oh, I got confused. Usually it'll either end the spell and you have to recast it, or you have to get back into the mojo.
Yep.
Right, I get that. And so the idea was, at least the understanding that I had, is that because it's a group thing and it continues to go on in the background, it's easier for them to pick up.
Okay, you're
Well,
using pack tactics for it. Got it. All right, continue.
Okay. So we're on Jocelyn, yes?
Yep.
So we need a con save, is it? From dex save from F.
Oh shoot! If I had known that, wait. What are her other cantrips? Because we wanted to go with an attack roll.
Holy Word, Toll of the Dead, Spare the Dying, Sacred Flame. Holy Word
Right.
is a attack.
Is it 2 hit?
It is a 2-hit.
What's the range?
60.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Everybody agree?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that was close.
Jesus.
And then it should do, 2d8.
Which unfortunately rolled fairly low, but still decent.
4 radiant damage, not bad.
Where is my friend? There is my friend. He is hurt real bad. He's not doing too good. Okay, anything else for Jocelyn?
Nope, that'll be it.
No.
Hold on. Grinjaw,
Holding.
Yeah.
so above table, you just saw an attack hit.
Yes, I did. I would like to use my reaction to cast Accelerate, Decelerate, and I will use the Accelerate feature of that spell. So we're going to use that slot, and it's going to increase the damage by 2d6. So that is another 9 radiant damage.
Okay. How do I want to do this? As that spell slams into Druid F, he is actually knocked flat on his back and struggles to try to stand. You see him standing and stumbling and then falling back down and then to his knees, hands on the ground, breathing heavily, barely clinging to life.
This feels like 50 Shades of Grey. I like this.
Meow. So Jeffrey, after being chucked like an absolute missile at Berserker D, will get out of his shell and stand up, taking his Vorpal sword. Actually, you know what? He's just gonna cantrip a firebolt at this little fella right in front of him here. Heck it.
Hello.
That's 11 to Berserker D.
And that's a cantrip, so that's his action.
Yep.
So, as he casts Firebolt at Berserker D, he goes, yeah! Whoa! Berserker D bursts into flames, and again, he begins to run around in a circle, screaming on fire, and then he just falls and collapses into a pile of ashes.
Right before he falls, can he yell, I should have gone to aiming school!
So that takes care of that one. Jeffrey's back out of his shell. That's his deal. We're on to Druid D. Druid D in the background has been observing everything, and he is going to begin to do the last motion of pulling it up. And as he pulls up and aims towards the sky with both palms, lightning shoots into both of his palms, and he begins to control the lightning inside of his hands. The storm almost begins to create an eye where the swirling clouds were before begins to open up. You can almost see open sky for the first time in the last month that you've been here, as he chants, holding bolts of lightning in both of his palms. Druid F is prone, barely hanging on, and he tries to crawl away, but he's so bloodied he just barely moves and collapses. Grimjaw, you're up.
Jeffrey, now would be a good time to start using that wand of fireball. He's just gonna shout at Jeffrey, and then he's gonna move. Oh, Jesus.
This one, fire!
I can move like next to Jacqueline. And then I am within. That's 17 times 3. That's 30.
51.
51, that'll work. His last fucking spell slot, and I'm gonna pray to God this works. And he's going to try to cast Witch Bolt. Does a 21 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that is 15 lightning damage.
And who was your target?
Druid F.
Go ahead, describe the death of Druid F, if you would.
Seeing Grimjaw, seeing that he is bloodied and prone and like basically barely alive, he just looks, points at him, and goes, "Shock!" And lightning, blue energy rips from the tip of his finger to the center of the chest of that Druid F, and it illuminates his whole body. Shocks him. The guy spasms, blood comes out of his mouth, his eyes, his ears, and he just falls.
As you hit him with that lightning surges towards Druid D, who is harnessing lightning. And it surges and suddenly quits as Druid F disappears, and the storm that's been raging around you this entire time falls eerily silent.
That is all I can do.
Berserker E is up in this long, drawn-out UFC fight of a cage fight with Chuck.
Yeah.
He's gonna swing at Chuck again, even though he has not known how to swing this axe the entire night.
No, it was D that couldn't hit him.
Oh, well, that's probably why he's dead. Chuck, I don't remember your AC off the top of my head, but I think it's higher than 20.
I don't think it's 18.
18. Okay. So 13 damage to Chuck.
Ouch.
Doesn't I think Jeffrey has a thing on him as a reaction to where I think it's shield or something like that, where you can actually like bump up Chuck's AC, if I remember right.
That's
If
right. There
it-
is a psionic
if he's in-
protective field.
Yep.
So am I level 9? I am level 9. So
He wouldn't have hit Chuck then.
you harbor a wellspring of psionic energy within yourself. It is represented by your psionic energy as feels powerful. This is a lot of reading, but we're getting through it. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can take a reaction to expend the psionic die. Roll the die to reduce the damage taken by the number rolled plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay, that was it.
So the die size is a D8. The number of dice is 8.
He could negate the damage.
So,
And then
Hey.
some.
remember when you chucked me there, big guy?
Yes.
I'm gonna see if we can fix that. So I have to expend a psionic point for that, which is fine. That's easy to do.
Mm-hmm. You have an 8 level.
Yeah, it never happened. Weird.
What hit? Alright, so then I gotta go to... Where are my psionic... Oh,
Lemonade
shit,
juice.
I get 8 uses of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Holy
8 psionic
shit.
dice.
Alright, well-
this whole time.
No shit. Alright, well, we'll take one of them off there. Thanks for reminding me of that, there, old buddy.
Yeah, Skinny, give it another read after the session and stuff too.
Yeah, I gotta reread Jeffrey's character because I just kind of created it just to help you guys get to a certain point. But so, doing that, Chuck takes no damage.
E.
With it being eerily silent, you begin to see that statue's green glow begin to pulsate ever so slowly, almost like a heartbeat coming to life.
Oh.
Which brings Berserker F into the fray. Berserker F is within... We're gonna call it close enough to move in on Ray. It's like 10 and a half feet, so it'd be a little over the 30 foot, but you know, we're close. It'll be enough to get him within the 5 feet to actually do his business. So he is going to roll for... Is he bloodied? Nope. 14 to hit. Misses, I'm guessing.
Yep. 17.
That is the end of Berserker F's. Which brings us to Chuck.
All right. Well, Chuck's. Wait, let me give it. Wait a minute. Let me check one thing. Chuck has barely noticed the glowing statue, but decides to ignore it in favor of punching Berserker E. 22, does that hit?
Oh yeah.
That does 6 damage. Ends. Let me check the grappling. What do they need to do? What was their strength check? Attack action, make a special melee. Gosh dang it, I want the grapple. What is their strength check? I think it's a strength check of 13, strength or dexterity of 13 in order to not be grappled.
On Berserker E.
Yes.
Okay. So we will run a strength check on Berserker E.
Damn.
22. He missed. Yeah, he gets out of that one pretty quick. Unfortunately for him, Chuck has a second attack. Fortunately for him, he actually just clapped his hands.
Yay! You got out. Good job, buddy.
Oh no! I wanted to. Good job. Good job. Good job. And then let's see. The wolf is going to do his little thing with a D20 against Berserker F.
Okay.
16.
That hit.
That does a 1d8 plus 2. So he chomps him for 6 damage.
6 of damage there. Got it.
That ends Chuck's turn.
Okay. Brings up Druid A. You see Druid A walk up to this, and he leans a hand against it, and it begins to glow a bright white, almost a blinding white, like a welding arc. You hear a clap, like a clap of thunder. Whoop! What's O?
Oh, I messed up how the grappling works. We can do it later.
Okay.
I'll correct it later.
You want to go back and fix it now, or you want to wait?
No. Apparently I do a grapple check and then they do a check. That makes more sense.
Oh, so we fight the checks against each other. Got it.
That makes way more sense.
Which would have been a good check because I had a 22, so against you that would have been a good one.
Mm-hmm. Just say you beat it that way.
With that crack of thunder, this 50-foot statue of twigs and mud and sticks explodes with another green light, and a tree blight comes bouncing out of it.
Uh-oh. That ain't made of stone.
That ends Druid A. Going to Berserker A. Is he close enough to make that happen? Berserker A is going to turn around to this wildly drunken dragonborn who's just been cracking him in the back of the head with this freaking stick. He's getting annoyed at that. And he is going to attempt to turn and swing his axe at him. And I forgot to check one thing. Oh, yeah. Okay. Real good. So he will swing at advantage because he's bloodied. 21 to hit, Ray.
Yep.
And 12 damage, and now you're gonna play Reflecto,
Reaction.
Shieldo, Boyo, and I already know your book.
15 negates the damage. Takes 9 points.
And that was Berserker A. Okay, go ahead, describe the death of Berserker A, butthole.
So again, ain't goes to attack the monk. Monk dips out of the way, leg sweep. This time, he doesn't get hit by his own axe, but the damage from him falling, there's a rock underneath him, and he cracks his skull on the rock.
You are somehow accidentally helping everyone unalive themselves.
Jesus.
You're just like, I'm just gonna kick his legs out. I don't want to be too mean. Oh, he's dead. Oh, nuts. Oh, it keeps happening. Why?
I'm just so clumsy. It's contagious.
Oh, oopsie me.
Oh no. How'd he die? He fell down the flight of stairs. There ain't no stairs around here.
Druid B is up next, and they are going to take their 30 foot of movement and move to there, which brings up Freno.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna help Chuck out because I kind of feel bad that he's been trying to wrestle. I'm gonna snipe Berserker E.
Yep. Okay. That boy for 11. Got it.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Brings up Druid C. And I have to check something quick. Okay. So that gives me what I need there. Druid C is going to move its 30 feet over to here. Which now brings up this pesky little animal that I really don't like.
Welcome to doing monk shit. So now that the other berserker is now on the ground with his head cracked open and bleeding out, I'm gonna turn around and aim my attention on Berserker F so he doesn't have advantage on me. And we're gonna do the shillelagh thing. And 21 to hit.
Yep.
With 12 points of damage. And
That's
we're gonna
on F.
Yep. And we're gonna do it again. 12.
Nope.
All right. So he doesn't get hit a second time. And this time Ray's gonna put his he's gonna put the staff resting beside him or on his back, not beside him, because I do not want to put this down. I'm going to fear blows for my bonus. So 20 to hit.
Yep.
Gonna take 7. And for the second one, 10 does not hit.
Nope.
So it's gonna be another 7. So
Okay.
19 total
Yep.
for that turn.
Yep. All right. Committee.
I agree.
What do you agree on, Chuck?
That he did that damage.
What do we think, guys? Do we start cracking at the other druids, or does
Honestly,
anybody need heals?
See them being a problem, but that tree blight's gonna be a big problem now.
I agree. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Anyone who's got fire, just get all the fire onto it. I have a feeling.
I guess I gotta know what spells she has. What does she have for second level spells?
Second level spells coming up. Aid,
Bro,
Bloodletter, Command, Cure Wounds, Enhance Ability, Guiding Bolt, Healing Word, Magic Weapon, Prayer of Healing, Silence, Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
I feel like Guiding Bolt on a cast at a higher level would be a good idea, just so we all have advantage getting this tree blight.
can
It only goes to the first attack after it, so it'd either be.
Oh,
Can
is
we-
it?
we could
Oh,
s-
never mind.
can we just command the tree blight to die?
That'd be funny.
Unfortunately, no.
But we could command it to leave
Hold on.
Take like a
and
tree
never
blight.
come
Hold on.
back.
Above table. Actually, it wouldn't even really be above table. We did see that it started glowing green. What happened last time that we saw something glowing green?
Ah, shit.
Oh, the gems in there.
We
son of a
don't want it
bitch.
to. Yep, we don't want it to leave.
How do we rip into a tree blight?
Hey,
An
Chuck.
axe. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, get Jeffrey to, turtle spin into that big thing. See if we can't get it open.
Oh no! Come here.
Ah, yeah, let's do it. I
Alright,
believe I can fly.
What do we want to do with Jocelyn right now? Do we want to just sacred flame it, or
I mean, if we
or
can,
we could command it to not? Let me see.
not attack.
We could, we could command it to
Be docile.
be docile. Yeah. Or
If it
do not
works.
attack.
Just say
Oh,
try it.
God.
I think that'll
Or-
work.
Or we can rephrase it to not attack us, but attack the druids.
You know what? Let's try it for science.
Science.
I mean, we're going to be throwing the turtle at it here pretty quick, so why not?
All right, so go with command then and have it don't move, something like that. It's got to be short.
Not attack us, attack the druids.
We are friend, they are foe.
Yep.
It's got to be a command telling it to do something.
I think it's got to be one word, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, command word. Got it.
Ooh.
So that's what I'm wondering, if we could just tell it to. Fuck.
Oh, we can give a
Freeze?
command word hug.
Command word freeze.
Yes. Freeze.
Oh, I hope this works.
Or command word stop, and it would just stop what it's doing.
Hopefully.
What are we agreeing on then? Up or freeze?
I feel like freeze might be a bad idea because, like, I don't know. Well, we don't know if the tree blight has like magical abilities to where it can cause it, around it to actually, freeze up. So if we
Right.
tell it to freeze, it can make this area super cold. So if we tell it to stop, go ahead.
I have a nastier trick. Tell it to disenchant. It'll disenchant itself.
Oh yeah,
I don't think the command word can be harmful to itself.
it's not harmful.
Eh,
I was just thinking. That's all.
It really wouldn't be. It really wouldn't be harmful to itself. It's just essentially telling it to kick the gem out of itself.
I guess we could try it. Better try something than nothing.
It's gonna make a save of some sort. I feel like, anyways. So.
Isn't it a wisdom save
Mm-hmm.
for command?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's see if it passes first or fails.
What's your command? What's your
Oh
word?
shit.
I go with Rody.
Stop.
Man.
Stop. Does that sound good? Or are we actually trying to disenchant?
Go with disenchant. I mean, freaking the druids are gonna have to put the gem back in and freaking restart the ritual if it disenchants. Or I feel
Okay.
like that's what it would have to do.
Yeah, heck, we'll go for it. Skinny, we all would like to use the command word disenchant.
And a wisdom saving throw. Here we go.
That fails.
Mm-hmm.
Our DC is 15.
Oh no.
Now, DM, what happens?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So with that, the druids all pull out of their trance and stop chanting. Tree still glows green.
Did the tree disenchant?
Is
I
it
don't
still
know.
mobile or like what's happening to the freaking tree?
I don't know who's chanting and who's enchanting and what's going on. I don't know. That's for you to figure out.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, very confusing.
Oh, that blight needs the druids. That's the thing. That's what I'm seeing. Without the druids, it's not gonna work. Or we could be wrong, and here we go.
So I see what you're
I guess-
thinking. I see what you're thinking, that the druids are pretty much commanding it through the gem.
Does anyone
Am
have
I
any
right?
fire abilities?
It doesn't matter.
These druids gotta die. I know that much.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, if this is, it's a tree blight. It's made of wood.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have basic flint and steel, but I'm gonna have to kindle my arrows and
Should I move Jocelyn a little farther out of the way, sort of towards the other druid? Okay.
they would
Like right here?
gotta, yeah, because I don't know the reach of this damn tree. I haven't
It's,
seen it yet.
if it's anything like the mobile home, it's far.
Depends on whether it can throw anything.
Oh, we don't know now
That's true.
because we just pissed off the whole entire druid team that's around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta kill them. This is fucking ridiculous.
Did I now?
All right, that is Jocelyn's turn.
to Jeffrey. Hey! Big guy!
Yes.
How far can you throw?
Let me check this.
Sure hope it's 90 feet.
60.
60.
Thought the spear was 120. Shit.
Oh, y'all gave Jeffrey 60.
Well, good enough because we can still go for Druid C. Hey! See the
Yes?
dingus? See the dingus with the horns down there?
Yes.
Throw me!
Okay. Right.
Jeffrey like scuttles over to him, like tucks into his shell. Ready?
Oh, yes.
Aim!
Pulls back.
Fire!
Oh, gosh.
Nay.
And he threw that disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Did you mean to throw it at disadvantage? Are you at disadvantage?
Yeah, because it's beyond 20 feet, so it's a disadvantage.
Oh,
according to
that's
the sheet.
right.
No. I thought it was disadvantages after you're outside of your range. So it's
No,
after
'cause
60 feet.
you have you have 20 feet and then you have 60 feet. And since that druid's is beyond 20 feet, but within 60 feet, it's a disadvantage.
Okay, so the 21 feet to 60 feet is disadvantage, and if it's past 60 feet, you just can't hit it no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's just the max range.
Yeah, but still, nat 20. Hello?
Huh?
Yeah, no shit.
It was a nat 20, but we got the 18. So that would be a total of 7 damage from Jeffrey himself.
The glowing turtle goes flying again.
Team Rocket's blasting off again.
So I gotta figure out that was true.
Prepare for trouble, make it double.
So that's 7 on him. And so now this is an odd one that I have to figure out how we work this because I asked to get thrown. So does that count as one of my actions?
Mm-hmm.
As Jeffrey
I'll count the throw as a reaction
on your part?
in this scenario. And I don't think it would count for you.
So then all I have to do is get back out of my shell, which is an action, so I still have an attack left then.
You have 2 attacks still. Yeah.
Per action. That's if you take the attack action.
This one.
Yeah. So I am gonna do something a little weird here if I can do it right.
Grab his balls and twist it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a chip.
Wow. I heard that reference, goddammit.
Perfect.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm going to roll for a. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I'm going to roll for a Vorpal Sword hit on this fella.
Nice.
No. Oh. He critted.
Ouch, kabibbles.
He critted with
And
a vorpal.
So
Doesn't that mean?
Explain
Yeah.
that death, DM.
I mean, I want to see what the dice did.
There ain't no way. Because there ain't no way because the per the 24 rule set is supposed to be at it's supposed to roll like a 30, like a flat 30 for the damage on the crit.
I just rolled the dice just for fun because it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something else anyway. So I'm also going to then psionic strike. So you can propel your weapon with psionic force once on each of your turns immediately after you hit a target within 30 feet of yourself with an attack and deal damage to it with a weapon. You can expend 1 die, rolling it and dealing force damage to the target equal to the number of rolled plus your intelligence, which again at
Jesus.
a level 9 is a D8 plus 8.
Question for you: have you read the Vorpal Sword's description?
Not completely.
I know you didn't, because in addition, the weapon, when you attack a creature that has at least 1 head with this weapon and you roll a nat 20 on the attack roll, you cut off
behead it.
one of the creature's
Yeah.
heads.
It's night.
It is a coup de grace weapon.
So I mean,
Vorpals are dick.
that would make sense that we just did 32 plus 26. His head's gone. He's by.
32 plus 8. So that's 40. Plus a 26. That's 66 points of damage.
Yeah. Wax off.
Yeah, Druid C just evaporated into pink mist.
We definitely should have thrown that at the freaking tree.
No kidding. But then I would have had to have used my psionic jump to get there, so then I wouldn't have had my psionic attack. But anyway,
Still impressive.
Druid D begins chanting again, and you see the tree blight light up an even brighter green. As it looks, what do we have for a measurement here? Jeffrey's in range. It forces the tree blight to look at Jeffrey. And where was it? Oh no, I read that wrong. Never mind. The tree blight is just brightly lit. Grimjaw, you're up.
All right. Hold on. Use our ruler tool. Fuck it. I'm going over to Berserker F. So that's all I can really do, and I'll swing at him a couple times.
Okay.
There we go. I will. There we go. Swing him once. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
That's a 6 and a 3. So 9 plus 5, that's 14 damage. And then we get to hit him again. Does that, okay, 19.
Yep.
And that's 11 damage.
Okay.
And that is all I can do.
Perfect. Back at UFC 313. Berserker E and Chuck are just trying to knock the snot out of each other. What was his total HP left? Oh yeah, alright, that's at that advantage. So we roll for the damage at advantage.
18. Meets and beats.
Okay.
8.
8. And Berserker F is gonna go ahead and turn back to Grimjaw and return the favor likewise. And he is also bloodied, I do believe. Oh yeah. So he's gonna roll at advantage. 16.
That does not hit.
That do not hit. Oh, that do not hit then. Back up to Chuck. You're up.
All right. Chuck once again prepares his knuckles. And he punches straight ahead. And he misses very poorly. Oh no.
Jeffrey looks over his shoulder. Chuck, pick up your weapon!
Chuck looks to the ground and realizes his javelin's up. Sees his javelin. Oh! Thanks, Turtle! He grabs it. And then he... stabs? Missing. No! Turtle, I failed you!
Okay, buddy, you got this!
Meanwhile, the wolf, the poopy,
Oh no.
it boops Berserker F with its nose.
It asks for pets.
It temporarily forgets where it is. And bonus action, it teleports behind Chuck.
Okay.
There we go. That ends my turn.
Puts us on Druid A. I gotta check one thing quick. Okay, perfect. So, Druid A is going to begin chanting to the tree blight and cause it to begin to move forward again, moving up here. Ruler, what do we got? Center of that to center of that is in range. It is going to use a verdant wisp to attack Ray. Did so good at that. So happy for you, Tree Blight.
Yeah. Tree Blight tried his best.
Sad Tree Blight. So as its bonus action, it is going to use Nash. And it's going to try to grapple Ray. It is a dexterity save 17.
We'll just nat 20 out of it, bitch.
Tree Blight sad.
So,
as this happens, gotta be quicker than that.
Moving on to Druid B, who takes a hold of the Tree Blight while doing his chants, and will then... He's gonna try the same whole thing.
Pause.
Yep.
So the tree blight gets a turn 4 turns per round? Or how does this druid controlling them giving it multiple actions work?
I screwed that up on the first time. The tree blight doesn't actually get a turn. It is each of the druids are all part of speaking to it. And I forgot that I can't use its own turn. I have to skip it.
Okay, so it's just an initiative order, just cause.
Correct.
It's
So
on the map.
it's in the initiative order, but it's skipped every time its initiative comes up, and I missed that the first time I went through.
Kind of
Gotcha.
like nightmare.
Right. Yeah. So I did a whoops there. Thankfully, it didn't do anything. So. Actually, I don't even think it's actually come up in initiative order yet.
Yeah, it is. It's
No,
in between me and Jocelyn.
It's coming up. Yeah, no. So I haven't done anything with it yet. It's being controlled by the other things. Sweetie, you're right in the way. Hi. Yes, you're cute. Now that I lost my place, there we go. So it will try to grapple Jocelyn. So Jocelyn has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
19, save is 17.
17.
That's it, because it ain't close enough to do anything else to anybody else. So moving on. Freno, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna hit Druid B with the short bow at an advantage because I haven't been moving.
B or D?
B.
Okay.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Yep.
That hits. Seven. Okay.
Don't you get sneak attack damage every time you have advantage, or sneak attack every time you have advantage?
I mean, I could trigger it because they're not focused on me.
I would.
Okay. Well, here comes the additional sneak damage.
Very nice.
I mean, it
And I'll
went
end my
from
turn on that.
went from a 7 to friggin' 20.
Yeah, I've been holding still, so.
Went from paper cuts to actual damage.
Your turn, Mr. Ray.
Yep, Ray, you're up.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So being behind Berserker E, I'm going to throw a dagger with advantage into the back of Berserker E. 14.
Hits.
That is going to be max damage 12 to Berserker E.
Go ahead and describe the death.
So Ray's gonna, hearing UFC 313 going to freaking 333 at this point, going on behind him. he's gonna real quick, swift, just turn around and yeet a dagger and hit him in the back of the hit Berserker E in the back of the head, causing Berserker E to fall down.
He just fell down.
Yep. He fell down and died. He no working no more.
His legs gave up. I know somebody else's legs that gave up.
And then I'm gonna turn my attention back to Berserker. And we are going to use the staff for 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do, 6 points of damage.
You weren't focused.
Apparently. And then we're going to turn around and fuck it. We're gonna friggin' breath weapon. Regular acid breath. And 1-2 Berserker. So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Fails.
What a throw!
So he fails, so he's going to take 15 points of acid damage.
Well, describe how you melted his face off.
Using the breath weapon, he's gonna get hit with corrosive damage, and it's gonna corrode him into nothingness.
Oh, another one bites the dust.
Mm-hmm.
As this happens,
Awesome. Alright, guys. We need to focus all of our attention on the rest of these guys. Get them the hell out of here.
Okay.
Jocelyn's up.
I'd say Toll of the Dead on Druid B. What do you guys think?
what does Tolman the Dead do?
Or Toll of the Dead. It's they make a wisdom save, and if they fail, they take 2d12 because they've already been damaged.
Gotcha.
Oh, we gotta knock them down. These guys are a problem. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they're controlling the Tonka tree.
I'm just trying to figure out Wiz 15. Okay.
Eat it. Eat it.
Druid B needs to do a Wiz 15.
Damn it. You can't say it out loud, Skinny.
Whoops. My bad.
He heard you. He's like, oh, 15? Got it, boss!
Sir, hey, you can't get mad at me. I haven't been not like rolling worth anything tonight. Most of my rolls have been
Bullshit.
dog water.
You hit
Anyhow.
crits like freaking 3 or 4 times.
Well, when you're rolling 18 characters, it's easy to get a couple.
And I think maybe she should back up.
Uh huh.
Okay.
She's pretty
How far?
close to that tree blight.
Yeah, back her up. You know, a little. Yep, right there, please.
About there. Get her against the
Yeah.
stone wall.
Yep.
Okay.
That's her turn.
Okay. That brings up Senor Jeffrey. And what is his distance from the tree? Oh, perfect. We can dash right to the tree. This is going to be so much fun.
Or, you know. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Just wait, you'll see. So Jeffrey gets into the tree. And he will. Where is that again? That's in my inventory? Sure is. Spells. We are going to go 5th level fireball.
Okay, that's where I'm going to time out. Back your character up. It's a 5th level fireball. Fireballs aren't touch spells.
Yeah,
Or
you
what?
don't want to be right on top of it because that's a 20-foot radius.
It is a 20-foot radius. So it is like.
Oh, so is that the same thing that's coming out? That is coming out of my wand of fireball.
It is.
Shit.
It is. That's why I'm like, no. If you
There's
throw
like
it
a-
here, yeah, you don't have to be close at all. You still can, but like, you gotta do.
Center of my character to center of their character. 7 times 3.333. That counts, right? That's 21 feet.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be center to center. You gotta remember, what is it, like our size tokens versus the bigger size tokens. You just gotta be edge to edge.
They're not matched to the map size. That's the problem with the tokens. But to make this make sense, I understand what you're saying. So we'll back that up. So then that measurement now becomes center to center 13.
I almost had turtle soup today.
Did you see the overlay that I put down?
Yep.
Yeah, it's something about that size, a little bigger, a little smaller. But that is your fireball. Remember, your range for a fireball spell is 120 feet.
And you said 20-foot diameter or 20-foot radius?
Radius, which means 40-foot
Ooh.
diameter.
Okay.
So, which is why I put it as almost this entire square, because each square is 50 feet.
Makes sense. Got it. Okay. Oh, everybody hold on to their shorts then, because we're still going to do it.
And then
Is that where you want to put it?
It's gonna go on the blight and the druid, so they both
Yep.
gonna make saves.
Or, you have a choice. You're also close enough to where you could throw it and it hits both druids.
I want to light the tree on fire, though.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'll just keep shooting Druid B. It's okay.
So they both got dex of 15. So
And they both take half.
Druid A. Dex save. Yay.
Shit.
Tree blight. It was dex save.
Even better.
Yay. Okay, this is gonna get really fun, you guys. This is gonna be fun. So, first things first, we do this part. So,
My God.
33. Then we're gonna give it the old psionic action for another 8d8.
Jesus.
So 33 and 34. Not great at math, but I think that comes up to 67.
Yeah.
Okay, so Druid A just evaporated. He is no longer with us. He just
He's on milk
he got
carton.
lit on fire and then just wasn't.
He's on milk
The tree
carton.
blight. 6, 7. There are branches actively falling off the tree blade, and the trunk is starting to burn a hole open where you can actually see the crystal on the inside.
Hey, Chuck,
Yes.
I'll give you 2 loaves of bread if you can yank that crystal out of the tree.
I'll try.
But you gotta be big.
I can't go big again.
Oh,
Not
okay.
until I've had enough.
Alright, that puts us to Druid D, who is going to try to control the tree blight. And what do we got? 15 feet? There's no way I'm within 15 feet. Alright, Grimjaw, I measure you at 7 foot times 3 is 21, so you're outside of my 15-foot reach with that. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I figured you would. I didn't think you'd argue too hard. So he's going to actually go for a Nash again. So I need a DC 17 from you, Grimjaw.
All right. What save was it again?
A Dex.
Okay. Boop, boop. Nope. Boop. We go over to Grimjaw. And we do a Dex saving throw. Hold on, because I think I have something for that.
Hero Inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use it. I'd much rather use it.
That was a check, not a save, by the way, good sir.
Wow.
Razzle frazzle. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
how about you actually do a second save instead of you just did the first check? I'll just let that one slide.
Thank you. And then, do I have anything else? I don't think I do. So we'll go back to that and we'll do it one more time. God, what a shit. I don't.
Hold on, doesn't Jocelyn have something she can cast on you as a reaction?
No, she's got the spell enhance ability, but that's a full on her.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Doesn't she
Now,
have?
what happens to me?
Does she have luck?
What?
Like luck or something that gives you like a extra like
I think
D4 or something like that?
no. I think if anything, she'd have the lucky feat, and that only works on herself if she's a
And she
halfling.
does have it, but it's only for her. You are right.
Okay.
All right, my friend. Well, here we go.
All right. 16 damage. Okay.
Okay. Rolls us. Let's see. Already did that. Oh shit! Your turn to retaliate, sir.
All right. But to do, I will use. Am I grappled by this thing, or do I have free movement?
Oh, how does that read? Let me read that again.
If he's grappled, he can't do anything, I believe. Or I think he
No.
has disadvantage attacks on it, but he can't like move or anything.
No,
No.
so if I could have got him with a grasping root, then he would have been grappled, but he wasn't within range of that, so I could only gnash at him, which basically means like you like reach out and slap him with the root, but you can't
Okay.
actually grab him. So you are not grappled.
So I'm going to use my second win ability. So we'll do that. Second win is 1d10 plus 5, and then I have, I believe, tactical no. Oh, that's what I should have used instead. But 1 second. It's like there's something I can do where tactical shift. Whenever you activate your second wind with a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without providing opportunity attacks. So I will heal for the 1d10. Plus 5, so oh sweet. That's 15 points of health back. So we'll go ahead and do 15 heal. And I can move 15 feet. So we'll grab a ruler, and we'll go, what is it? Like right there. So I go right here without providing opportunity attacks. And then I will do a dash for my action. Because I do not have action surge left. I forgot to put it on my sheet that I used it, but I know I don't have it. So I will do the dash action. And that's... Ooh, I should be able to go right up to him. So I am on Druid B's ass. But that's all I can do.
Okay. Chuck?
All right. Let's see. Chuck is going to use half his movement to get onto his wolf again. And then he's going to... What is the distance here? Let me double check that it's within the range, I think it is. Do I still have one? Could I use Chuck's teleport ability to teleport the wolf?
You teleported early in the battle over the wall, and then the wolf teleported to you.
I know it. Yeah, but I have my own teleport, so could I teleport? I have one left. Could I teleport both me and the wolf at once?
Okay, so hold on. Do you have two teleports? Is that what you're saying?
No, I have one teleport ability, but we've established earlier that if I'm holding on to someone else, I can teleport both of us.
I understand. I understand that, but very early in the battle, is that something that has to get recharged after like a rest or something?
I have 3 uses on Chuck, and then the wolf itself has 1.
Okay, so that was my initial question, is how many uses of that do you have? Because you used 1 to get over the wall initially in the battle.
Yeah, then I used 1 to get to Jeffrey, and the wolf used 1, so the wolf doesn't have 1, but I have 1 left.
Yes, that was what I was trying to drive at. So then you're good to go.
All right, great. So teleport over here, and then use the wolf's flying ability to get up to the top of the tree blight, and try and grab the crystal.
Okay. First and foremost, give me a perception check when you get up there. Well, actually, your wolf's athletic enough. We'll let it fly. Give me a perception check.
Not 20.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Nailed
Okay.
it.
So when you land up there, you can see glowing through different twigs and sticks and mud, but you can distinctively see right where the crystal is. It is definitely within arm's reach, but down almost in the trunk a little bit.
Can I do a strength check to break through the trunk?
Abso-frickin-lutely.
Rolls another net 20.
A 7. Oh! Oh, my boots! Oh!
When you try to punch your way in, you blow the first layer of like the smaller twigs and the mud, but the actual trunk piece is still left, but you can still see there's cracks in it. It kind of splintered a little, but you didn't penetrate.
Oof. I guess me and the wolf will just sit on top of the tree and wait for our next turn.
Okay. That brings us to Druid B. Which brings us to Tree Blight, who is now going to... Where did I read that one? For 90 feet on this thing. He ain't got nothing right now because he can't do it, but I think. Get creative. Oh, perfect. Okay. The Tree Blight gets commanded by the Druid. Oop. I have to try to move you all, or you're gonna have to move with it. To move within 15 feet of Jeffrey. Where then he is going to melee attack Jeffrey with his branches. Oh.
Wow.
Ouch.
Oh. Okay, so then this is 2 sets of hit die, right?
Yep.
So there's number 1.
You would have right-clicked it.
I can't do it inside of my side on the initiative, bud.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Subtract 6 off of it.
So
33.
yeah.
Ouch.
Yikes. So Jeffrey just got whacked. 3-3. Owie. Okay. The unfortunate part of that whole deal is the Tree Blight gets 2 attacks with multi-attack. So he's gonna try again. That's definitely above poor Jeffrey's AC class on that one.
Well, he one shy. You almost got him.
And 13 on that. So another 13 damage. That ends, thankfully. Holy crap. Druid B's turn. Freno.
All right. Well, since Grimjaw's over at B, I'm gonna fire at D.
Okay. Oh yeah. Thank God for advantage.
Right?
That's all I can say.
17
Okay.
points.
Okay.
that's it.
Ray, you're up.
Alrighty.
No, Rhodey just went. It's your turn.
Said alrighty. Ooh.
Brain freeze, loading, buffering.
Burp, 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 burp.
But I got like 8 minutes, so I gotta.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the tree and start beating the shit out of it. Cause I can't move anywhere up. Oh, actually, you know what? Screw it. Right here. I'm gonna start making my way downtown. I'm gonna dash and end up right there, and I'm going to bonus action and step of the wind, which gives me another dash as a bonus action. And that's gonna put me right on Druid D. And that's gonna put my turn.
Okay. So Jocelyn is up. What do we want Jocelyn to do?
I'd say get her close enough to that druid that's in the corner next to me and just shoot it with everything she's got. Would crow.
She still has a level 3 slot. We could throw a guiding bolt at it from a level 3.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, this ought to be fun.
Jesus.
So that's 24 to Druid B, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, it was the number. It had 24 hit points left.
Beautiful.
Druid B is gone. Evaporated. Which brings our little friend Jeffrey into the fray at the tree. And Jeffrey is getting a little sick of this tree shit.
Does it take does the tree take 5 points of damage on Jeffrey's turn or on the tree's turn, or is it on the druid's turn since the druids are controlling the tree?
For the psionic?
No, for it being on fire.
Yeah, the branches, you know.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I cast fireball. Oh god, I didn't think that part through. That's a great question. Yes. Well, we're just gonna make it take 5 because I like that idea.
I mean, it's already been past its
It's
turn,
already went
and
through,
it's on Jeffrey's turn. So.
Yeah, it went past its turn and the other ones, and so now Jeffrey's up to make hate. God, I love this. So, Vorpal Sword at the trunk. Wow. I think that might have actually missed.
Do again.
It did miss. Okay, well.
It's got
That
two
one.
swings. That one doesn't miss.
Yeah, that one doesn't miss. Alright, so two-handed swing at the base. I've spent, I think, 3 or 4 of my 8 side points, and so when in Rome.
3 now. You had 3 now, so you have
Yeah.
5 more.
Well, now I have 4.
Yeah.
So 13 and 34 is 47. Oh. So as Jeffrey powers up his weapon and focuses solely on lighting that Vorpal sword to the absolute highest level of destruction he can, and he slashes the base of the trunk, he manages to catch the one small little rotten piece that was there, slicing completely through the trunk. The tree begins to slowly eek and creak and tip as it begins to fall and crash to the ground.
Oi, timber!
Chuck,
Yeah.
I need you and your puppy to make me some form of an athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can get away from this thing as it's falling, or if you ride it to the ground.
Dexterity or athletics?
Acrobatics or athletics.
So pretty much a
I'll
dexterity
just
save.
do that for me.
Yeah.
Or strength.
Yeah.
22.
Hell yeah.
Nice. What about your puppy?
It flies.
Oh, well, you could have just flown off on your puppy.
I was about to say you're on the dog.
We'll say that the puppy got flipped over, so now it's flying upside down.
Nice.
I'm gonna age myself here. But is your dog Falcor?
Do a barrel roll.
The druid that is facing Ray disintegrates to dust as the tree dies and the gem clanks against the ground.
Chuck immediately jumps out and grabs it. My bread.
Chuck! Hey! Remember the chip
My
tooth?
bread.
Not
My
bread!
bread.
Not bread!
My bread.
No.
My bread. My
No!
bread.
Huh? Chuck, give me the
My bread.
crystal. I'll give you bread. I'll trade you bread for crystal.
Okay. For the bread. Here you go.
Wait. To do that, I think Jeffrey should make a persuasion check against freaking Chuck to see if it actually goes through.
I'm the most persuasive person there's ever been. Let's see if I can. There we go.
You are not the most persuasive ever.
Oh no. Just as Chuck's about to hand you the gem, he then pulls it back. No, my bread.
Buddy, you chipped your
My
tooth.
bread.
That's not bread.
Yes, it is. It can go in beer. It is bread.
Okay, you storm beard.
What?
Safekeeping.
Okay. He wraps the crystal in a loaf of bread and then puts it in his beer.
I look around. I tried. I don't know.
Oh, hey, Chuck, here's the 2 loaves I owe you. Takes him out of his
okay.
berry bag. Here you go. You
Okay.
tried. I'll
Chuck
give it to
grabs-
you.
Chuck pulls out the gem and then hands it to Falcon.
He just bargained for it accidentally.
Oh, now I have 2 bread. What's in his beard?
Oh.
All right, so I have some things set up for everybody's items, but it's late enough
Mhm.
to where we will do the item rolling at the beginning of next session. But prior to that, you're gonna be really excited to hear this, Grimjaw.
Hmm.
Everybody level up before next session.
Yes. Hold on.
How do you make that happen?
Before we actually end, want to do a like very short, like 2-minute RP with everybody, if that's okay with everybody. No, it's late. Freaking everybody's gonna go and everything. But
Get your moment in, Tater Chip. Let's go.
Ray's gonna.
I don't know about y'all, but that took a lot out of me. Does it seem safe to anybody else to take a set up camp and take a rest? Cause I'm pretty beat. Like, I'm not beat health wise, but all my abilities for fighting are pretty much diminished.
Damn.
I second that. I'm very, very tired.
I'm
Physically,
gonna
tired, but I'm very tired.
make I'm gonna make a perception check, DM, and see if it's safe for us to set up camp.
Well,
And I don't see shit.
all you can think of is there was like weird druids and lightning, so you're not entirely sure.
Anybody else want to try? Or
I did, but you're good.
can anybody else check?
I mean, Freno's perception's probably pretty decent. Chuck's perception's pretty decent. Like, all the lightning that had been bouncing off the rocks around you has quit.
dirty
Doesn't
20.
Jesus.
Yeah. So the general consensus is going to be
Rest.
it's probably
it's
okay.
safe. Yep.
Maybe we should keep someone up on Firewatch, but generally fairly safe. Granted, there was 12 enemies that you walked in upon here performing a ritual, so you are sleeping on a ritual ground.
Yeah.
That makes
But
sense.
for the moment,
For now, I know you don't need a whole lot of sleep. Would you be willing to take Firewatch?
Yeah, I'll carry the whole night. You guys get some rest.
okay. So with that, we have some things left to discover here.
Oh yeah.
But everybody can jump a level. I'm going to leave Jeffrey at his current level, but you guys come up one.
And we start next
And-
session with loot rolls. Woo!
That will be exciting because there are There are a few things, and I think I might modify a couple things now that we've got a little bit more time. So I took everybody's list items and then tried to play with it a little bit.
So essentially, it isn't high rolls and oh, you get a legendary.
You could roll a nat 1 and get a legendary the way I set this up.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like the okay, if you rolled a 96 through 100, you get the legendary item. I want it to be a, oh man, I rolled a 7. You get a Lamborghini. What?
All right, I lied. I will stay awake to roll loot. Now I'm concerned.
Doug, freaking punks over here like, let's just roll loot now. I'll just be tired at work tomorrow.
I have to shut
But
it down so you
The
can
issue, well, we gotta
Catch
wait
us.
because we don't have Sloth with us, and
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Catch us next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go.
All right, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen, you beautiful flockers, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hopefully, everybody has a wonderful evening, and we will catch you on the next episode. So, with that being said, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen,